Hi there, everybody, and welcome to the Mystery Spot podcast. Just a quick episode today, just about the Ten Hagg situation. Obviously, I think a lot of you guys knows that Ten Hagg has been sacked as the Bayer Leverkusen manager only after 2 games. Obviously, they're not doing too well in the league, winning one, losing one. Obviously, their expectations is to go and push for that title. Obviously, they did it 2 years under Xavi Alonso. Um, Obviously, previous Man United manager did well at United. Obviously, I thought he would do a very good job at Leverkusen and stay there for a much longer time than 2 games. Really, obviously 62 days I think it is that he was management of the Leverkusen team. See, Ten Hag today this morning has brought out a statement about his opinion on the sacking, and obviously to the fans and of Leverkusen, and obviously to us people as well, because I think we're all quite shocked to see Ten Hag get let go this early on in the season after 2 games. Obviously, I didn't expect it. I thought, like I said before, I think he would have been there for quite a few seasons. So, just the new statement, I will read a couple of bits of it out, and it's quite surprising what he does say. He does say that um, the the his sacking was quite a surprise to him, and I think a lot of people were like that as well, because I think after two games, if a manager gets sacked after 2 games, quite unprecedented, which he does say. I think the 2 games was quite obviously it's quite unfair on him. I think he deserves at least a season. I think any manager, it doesn't matter what club you go into, you do deserve a season to try and prove your ability and how you can change the team and help benefit the team. He does also go on to say about the summer transfer window, how quite a few key players left the squad. So obviously your Flavian Wirtz, your Frimpong, your Boniface, and your Tars. So obviously they're probably the most influential players on in their team. And I think a lot of people saw that under Xabi Alonso, where they were quite the vocal points of their team, and Boniface obviously being the main attacker, Frimpong obviously being that world class right back as we know, and obviously Vert's the creative maestro that he is. I think Ten Hag obviously he's under pressure straight away. Really coming in, he's lost all these best players. He's got to rebuild a squad. So I think he goes on to say about it requires time and trust in a manager, and he does go on to say as well that he thinks that the trust wasn't there from the board, and they just expected results straight away. And I think he's implying that you can't just expect after 2 games to be top of the league with a rubbish squad who've lost all their main players. So I think Ten Hag there, obviously, when he's saying we've lost the players, he's acknowledging that they've lost their best players, and he's trying to tell to the board, I think, that like probably hitting back at the board saying that, look, should have gave me a bit more time, because I think it's quite unfair that you just let me go after 2 games, because whoever the successor is. So a lot of people will ask saying, and Fabrizio Romano has said this on his Twitter, that Ange Postecoglou is the favourite to become the new Leverkusen manager. I think Ange Postecoglou will definitely get time there. Something about him that I think that he'll get like 2-3 years at Leverkusen. But I said it for Ten Hag as well. I thought Ten Hag was going to get about 2 seasons, and obviously he's gone after 2 games. So who knows what will happen there if Postecoglou does get the job. Um, I mean, Eric Ten Hag in his statement also says that he deeply regrets obviously not doing the best that he's able to do obviously at Leverkusen under the 2 games. But I think from that kind of statement there, that he regrets doing what he's done, I think it's quite like, I'm looking at it, I think it's quite unfair on Ten Hag. I think he should be able to he should have had more time really when it came to managing Leverkusen. And then there's a little paragraph where he does say, throughout my career, every season I've been able to see through to the end of a. Wait, hold on, I'll say that again. Sorry. Yeah. Throughout my career, every season I have been able to see through to the end as a coach has brought success. Clubs that have placed their trust in me have been rewarded with success and silverware. And I think obviously he's going down to Ajax and Man United. Obviously, Man United winning the Carabao Cup and the FA Cup in 2 seasons, which obviously is a phenomenal achievement, really, considering the squad that we had. Um, Obviously, everyone knows how that ended and stuff. However, I think I think that's a massive hit to the Leverkusen board, and just basically saying, look, you just disrespected me and you don't know my full capabilities clearly, because wherever I've gone, I've always won trophies. It's a bit like Mourinho, kind of like wherever he's gone, he's always won a trophy, bar Tottenham and Fenerbahce. I think it is unfair on him, but I mean, is he just on a downfall because of how bad he did at United? Possibly. I do think that it was very harsh on Ten Hag to be sacked. Like, he's a good manager. Obviously, he didn't work out from at United, and I think United's a huge step for anyone. I think even Ruben Amorim could potentially struggle. I think any manager would struggle at United. So obviously, it's disappointing to see that he has been sacked, but I think his statement is quite significant. He's thanking the fans and stuff. He's acknowledging that he's not got the best squad at the moment, or he didn't have the best squad because of all of his star players left. And I think he's hitting out the Bayer Leverkusen board, saying, "Look, you've just disrespected me here, so I'm going to disrespect you back by saying, look, you should have stuck with me because I'll win silverware everywhere I go, and the stats prove it." But yeah, it was disappointing there. But yeah, thank you all for watching. See you later.